Well, here's the first day of our 40 days of change. Lent, as Christian tradition, in many ways, going back an awful long time. And I'm not going to bore you with that. You can look that up yourself. But it is a time of preparation. It's a time for looking within and looking without, but looking within ourselves and time to build our devotion, to decide what life's all about and what we don't want to do. Often people give up things. Maybe you enjoyed your pancakes yesterday, and that's a tradition that comes from eating rich, nice foods, and then like putting up during Lent with not eating stuff. Now, maybe your idea of Lent is to not have chocolate or to miss your favourite soap opera or whatever. That's not quite what it's about. It's about more than that. It's about not giving up, but it's about making space in your life, making space in many ways to be filled with the things of God and to discover Christ and to go deeper into personal relationship with Him. We've just had Valentine's Day, which I know many people kind of look forward to and celebrate, and it perhaps got you thinking about the first time you met your partner, your whatever. Got me thinking about the first time I met Pauline, and like first encounters are incredibly important. First encounters can make all the difference. And I want to read you a few verses from Luke chapter 5. And this is Jesus has encountered Simon and James and John and been with them on a fishing trip. I'll tell you about in a minute. And then like, Simon says, wow, who is this person? Jesus replied to Simon, don't be afraid. From now on, you'll be fishing for people. And as soon as they landed, they left everything and followed Jesus. They encountered Jesus in such a way that it impacted their lives and they were never the same. Jesus said, hey, can I come out fishing with you guys? Thinking, yeah, okay, come out fishing. So they went out fishing, and these were experienced fishermen. They'd met Jesus, they'd heard about Jesus from John the Baptist. John the Baptist had pointed to him and said, hey, this is the one you should be following, not me. I'm only here to to flag up that this is the Messiah, this is the one that you need to be spending your life with. And this seems to be an early, maybe their first real encounter with Jesus. And he comes in and goes fishing with them. And they've been fishing and not really caught much. And he says, well, put the net down there. And anyway, they get this incredible catch of fish. And so Peter says, wow, in verse 8 he says, I'm a sinful man, don't come anywhere near me. You don't want anything to do at all with me. What he encountered was something awesome. I guess he was kind of a bit like what we might say a rabbit caught in the headlights. Suddenly he's realising that, this person with us is not normal. And what was Jesus' response? He says, hey, don't worry. But come and follow me, and you will fish, but for people instead. You'll spend your life not just catching fish, but you'll spend your life dealing with people and helping people into the kingdom of God. As I said, Peter had heard of Jesus, but hearing about him and having an encounter is quite different. And so what we see here is what I would call a confrontation. Not confrontation like fighting, but a confrontation. Peter was confronted with something outside of his experience, something outside of his reality, something outside of his world, and that confrontation could lead in different directions. Jesus said, come, follow me, come and be with me. Maybe we've encountered Jesus. Maybe you've come to that point of encountering him. So how have you responded? How have you reacted to that? For me, it was amazement and curiosity. I wanted to know more. But it took me a while from that first encounter to take the step of following and wanting to enter into a relationship. This is scary. What do I do? How do I follow Jesus? And then it came to the point where that encounter led me to believe that here in this man, in Jesus, lies the answer to everything in my future. I don't know where you are in your journey, in your walk with God, but I hope through these 40 days of change that you will encounter Christ, that you'll discover more of him, and that you will follow him. You say, but I'm following him already. Well, I hope this will take us all to another level, take us all into a deeper relationship, a deeper understanding. One thing's for sure, you can't follow Christ without first encountering him. And my prayer is today that you have this confrontation with Christ. You may be trying to avoid it because we avoid confrontations. Christ is coming in and think, I'll just put this off. I'll go this way and that way. I'm too busy. I've got so many excuses. But I want you to be confronted with Christ. I want you to allow Christ to confront you. And over these 40 days, to lead you and to guide you on a new path. Finally, you may have heard of Saul, and Saul becomes Paul, and most of the New Testament books he wrote. But Saul started off as a religious zealot who was absolutely opposed to Christianity. He sought to eradicate Christianity, and he was there at the death of Christians. He was there to imprison them and to stop this. And then one day he encounters Jesus on the road to Damascus. Jesus appears to him in a miraculous way, and Saul is changed. Doesn't just change his name to Paul, but it now becomes a follower of Christ. He becomes the most vocal follower of all. Why? Because he had a confrontation with Christ and he chose to follow him. He chose. Peter, James and John chose to leave behind their boats, leave behind their business, and to follow Christ. And that's the call that Christ makes. So let this be a time of confrontation for all of us with Christ.